Hey everyone, it's Lisa.loring. This is part of my fairy over here. I'll put that over there with her. I've got a fairy, garden fairy, who's been with me for a really long time. And I came across her today and she's kind of busted up. I think a lot of us feel that way. Like we've been through it, but we're still standing. So I'm going to see what I can do to repair her. She's been with me for a pretty long time. She's pretty neat. Anyway, and then I also started not burning, but diffusing some essential oils in the burner and the diffuser over there. And it's also been through its fair share, but that's cool. And there's also a piece of pottery my daughter made that, well, actually its mate's gone, but it still stands and it's had its fair share of repairs. And I noticed that a lot. I look around here and I see a lot of that going on. But that's cool, right? I think that's part of where we are right now. And part of what this week, we've got a lot of interesting energy going on this week. And that's why I wanted to do the reading. I really haven't actually even had time lately because I've been really busy doing my schooling and working and things like that. But we're still standing and we're still I think we're still meeting the challenges. As I said to my daughter, I think this is like the challenge round of how compassionate can you be, not only to other people, but to yourself. And so in a good way. And that's, I guess, the challenge. I was approaching it with a game mindset. I think we've realized a lot about ourselves and about our capabilities and about how truly beautiful we are. That's a lesson that I learned this summer. So at any rate, I'm going to go right into the reading. I haven't read like I said, I noticed the last time I read was like a week ago and I miss it. So I want to do it. I want to do one tonight. And I actually took some time to set myself up here. And I had really a strong inclination to work with the Archangel Raphael cards. This green and gold has been coming to me. I actually posted something on Instagram the other day. It's more orangey gold as I was walking to work with a couple with whom I do meditation. I'm helping them with their meditation practice. So at any rate, earlier on today when I did my meditation this morning, I pulled from the Fairy Oracle card deck, which is here. And if I'm inclined, I'll go ahead and pull one. This was the Golden Gift card came up this morning. And from the Kuan Yin Oracle card deck, I got the Enter the Jade Temple card. These are both cards of gifts coming in without us working so hard. So just be in that receptive mode. Like there's tons of, I'm putting this in wrong places, but there's tons of universal help around us. We have to be in that mode. We have to treat it like it's a game. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I hope you can see enough in the light. And if you can't, I'll be holding the cards up anyway. So I've already done a clearing of my energy on multiple levels. And I call in all the angels, all guides, and what are the blessed messages that you have for us here as I work with these cards? What are the messages that can come through? We'll shoot for 3 cards. And as I actually was setting up, the cards fell to the floor, and we have one popping up already, and it's the Hermit card. The Hermit card. All right, that's a card of meditation, a card of again, being and what I'm noticing in this card is how he is lighting the way. He is lighting the way in whatever meditational mode meditational, that's not even a word, whatever. He's lighting the way. We are being shown the way. We don't have to work that hard. Be in that restful space. The number 9 card of completion, card of spirituality and completion. And we've got another card jumping out. We've got the 5 of Wands, which is just a card of trivial things that attract our attention. Although, actually, no, this is the 5 of Swords. Excuse me, 5 of Swords. I got to put my reading glasses on. 5 of, hello, jumping right out of my hand. 5 of Swords. It's not just trivial conflict. Actually, this is working with conflict around our own ideologies, like being in a position where our ideologies are conflicting with those around us, and we are rising victorious. But, some people are getting left behind. Well, that's one message that's coming through. So we've got the Five of Swords. And what are the other cards that have a message for us? And out of the Five of Swords, we may feel like we need some healing, right? Got to be careful with our words right now, too. Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio, which dives in deep, wants to have a lot to say about things that have hurt them. So that maybe some of the experiences that we're having right now, people may be expressing things in almost a snarky way, like they're kind of saying things in a way that they don't necessarily mean or think they mean, but it's coming out anyway, about ways that they've been hurt, ways that we've hurt them. We may be doing the same. Five of Cups. So there's a card of being sorry and almost not being able to, in this card, this man is having difficulty looking at the two full cups that are directly behind him. He's having difficulty looking at the two cups directly behind him. He's so mea culpa with his hands. And I mean, he's even kind of torn up here. So his clothes are torn. It's almost like, this is that card. So, and that's another thing I think I need to bring up is I'm not Jewish, but I've had enough experience with Jewish culture and have had the blessed experience of sharing many a Jewish holiday with friends. And today is the feast of Yom Kippur. So there's very much an essence of that going on with these cards right now. And I have felt that energy strongly for days, even before I realized that, because I wasn't raised with those traditions, I felt that energy for days. So I'm going to actually bring my candle a little closer. That gives it gives us some really fabulous illumination. But I have felt this energy for days. And the Feast of Yom Kippur is actually a feast of atonement. So I'm not surprised that the cards are coming up in this way. And then the Death card is actually at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the Death card. I'm going to hold it in the candle there. Gives it really a little extra emphasis. Death card, Devil card, and the Fool card, New Beginnings. So, it really is, talk about being, sitting in atonement, being in that place of recognizing the things that have gone on over the past year, since last year's Yom Kippur, which would have been, last September, last October. I'm not exactly sure of the date. But, being in that place of feeling this sense of sorrow, this sense of wanting to move on. And these two cups indicate that we are going to move on. There is something for us, but we do need to maybe take this moment to sit with what has happened. To recognize our own strength. Five of Swords, this man is victorious, like he has stepped forward, but there's been great cost. And with the Five of Cups, we're still we still have to take this look at what really does need to die, what we need to atone for, what we need to make. And Yom Kippur is not just about atonement. It's actually about making promises to ourselves and to others, perhaps, if it's appropriate, about the year coming forward, what we want to work on, what kind of dedication, what kind of rededication, recommitment we want to make to things. Is there something that you've left behind that actually you do need to bring in? You do need to make an atonement. You do need, through the atonement, need to bring new life to. Perhaps that is because out of death comes new life, right? So you have the devil. We look at the things that that have held us back, that have, habitual kinds of things. And then we have this new beginning. We have this opportunity for a new beginning. Queen of Wands is under here. The Chariot. Oh my God. We got a lot of major arcana in the bottom of this card. Holy crap. The Lovers. We might even have new love coming in, and that might be love with ourselves. And then the Ace of Swords is here turned upside down by itself. But I'm not exactly sure how that's playing in. I'm not going to, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards deep into the bottom of the deck. But we have this opportunity right now to really take that moment to assess, to take tonight, between sundown tonight, which we are here on the East Coast, so we're experiencing that right now here on the East Coast. Take that moment of, I don't care whether you're Jewish or not. It really does. This is for me, I'm not even a little bit Jewish, but like I said, I've had the opportunity to sit with friends, but I've never sat with Yom Kippur in the way that I have this year. And recognized this opportunity to look back at the past year, sit and assess it, and whether you can work with the people, the situations, whatever, who have been part of, a karmic cycle, a part of have been great gifts, golden gifts to your life. Because no matter what, these people have been, these situations have been great gifts. Everybody has learned. And if we can recognize that, if we can recognize and then turn around, we can let the old shit die. We can get out of this devil energy, this hatred, this sense of, separation. And we can then have the fool's beginning. We can start anew. And we can do it with passion. We have a Queen of Wands. We can drive into a new future. We've got the Chariot. Judgment has been, we're heeding the call. We're heeding the wake-up call. And again, this is new love. So those are my first takes. I'm going to do a yoga practice and sit with this spread. And I'm going to actually, before I do that, pull a card from the Archangel Raphael deck. I haven't worked with this a while, but it came to me this morning and I didn't pull a card from it. And then when I was setting up, it was just really calling to me. Archangel Raphael has been very strong, and he is the angel of healing. He, she, I guess they don't have a gender. They're not gender specific, although Michael is pretty specific. Oh, well, there we go. Thank you, Raphael. What do we have here? Sunlight. Oh, my God. This is amazing. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways. Vitamin D, new life, shining. The sunlight is here to shine into our lives, just to breathe new life, to shine and heal. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book because I don't work with this deck all the time. I got it last year. And gosh, the book is so stiff. I need to work with it more because I do love the energy of Archangel Raphael, and I am becoming a nurse. Sunlight. The sun's rays have natural curative power. Although balancing your exposure, creating balance, because we can't always just be in the blazing sun, right? Sometimes we have to actually look away to see. You can't be blinded by the sun. Although balancing your exposure is essential to avoid sun damage, there are also numerous scientific verified health benefits. This card may be guiding you to visit a sunny locale or invest in a full spectrum lighting device. Archangel Raphael is prescribing vitamin D in its most natural form for your health. Possible specific meetings. Develop a sunny disposition. Visualize light surrounding the issue at hand. Move to a warmer climate. Spend more time outdoors. A health condition is affected by the weather. So, we have this opportunity to, work, to breathe some sunlight, to shed some light onto the things that have been dark in order to bring new life to any situation. And I encourage you to do that. I encourage, these are things I work with myself. And this is a pretty amazing reading. It just gives us so much stuff to do. So much stuff to look at. And the sunlight thing, so the vitamin D came up in class this morning. Strengthening our bones, taking in the sunlight and the beauty of October now. And that was something in the Rudolf Steiner Calendar of the Soul reading. It's about keeping that sunlight and being that sun for other people. It's not our job to cheer people up. It's not our job to make things better for people. We can't save everybody, and we certainly have to save ourselves. So let's see. Triumph my joy. Hello, Miss Witch. Can you please stop the sorcery madness? It's just I saw Annabelle and I'm really scared. Trump my joy. Okay. Hi, Warden. Are you still on? If you are, I will be happy to, and Jamie, you as well. If either one of you are still on, I'm happy to give you pull a card for you. You just have to let me know. And actually, I'm happy to do that anyway. I will pull one from, I will pull one from the Archangel Raphael deck for both of you. So Jamie, this is for you, Jamie Sale. Hello, Lisa. I'll pull a card for you. Thank you for joining me, by the way. And by the way, I put if you come on with me live, I put the computer screen down so you can see the cards and not me. And so I don't necessarily always read the what's happening in the chat until after I've done the bulk of the reading. I'm just kind of like not paying attention to that. I'm kind of paying attention to the cards, but I do check in. So Jamie, this card is for you. Archangel Raphael, what is the card that you have for Jamie today? What is the healing and blessed message that you have for Jamie today? For Jamie Sal. Oof. One card, Archangel Raphael, for Jamie here. This one right here. Hydration. Jamie, you need to go with the flow. Whatever it is, that's what I picked up for you. Go with the flow. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. And while that may be the case, I think it's go with the flow. Whatever's going on with you, go with the flow. And the Warden, I'll pull one card for you as well. And if anyone else who is watching wants to ask me a question, you're more than welcome to. And actually, this one's sticking right out. Warden, expect a miracle. Ooh. Warden, expect a miracle. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energy, which has restored the health of. So if there's someone in your life, and it might be yourself, to restore your health. Or healing to whatever situation is needing that kind of vibration. Expect a miracle. Open yourself to believing in that miracle, though. That's the message I'm getting for you. So like I said, I'm going to meditate a little more on these. I'll probably post up a whatchamacallit, video. That's what they're called on Instagram a little bit later. And just if I have any additional thoughts that come up with for me during my yoga practice. Thanks for joining me, for those of you who came. And I hope you enjoy it. For any of those who played this back, and leave any comments below. Thanks. Have a great night.